Bianca, presented by Riverside.
Well, sure, it's time for a daily dose of some good feels. I'm Bill Yonka, and our good feels, as always, brought to us by our friends over at Riverside Healthcare, putting well within reach. And every once in a while, something you learned in school, it sticks with you. I found that. And this morning, I found myself remembering a teacher. Teacher was Mr. Skibbens. There was a distinctive old hippie vibe to him. But now that I'm in my 40s, I realize, wait a second, he wasn't that old. It was just an old, relaxed style, beard, vintage clothes, coached tennis and coached and used an actual wooden racket. I burned my hand once, and he broke a piece of an aloe plant he kept in the classroom to put on my hand. That kind of style. Also, just a biblical expert and who had immaculate handwriting. And I really do. I wish I could remember even a small percentage of all the stuff that he knew and that he shared with us. But the thing I do remember, and that sticks with me today, there's a technique he used when kids would come into class. High school kids, rambunctious, not ready to just settle down. We'd get completely quiet, and what he would call getting in our space, and stop everything for a little while. And he'd read a little reflection, or we'd have something to listen to. But the thing I remember most was just forcing myself to stop and be still for a little while. And the takeaway that I always took from what he talked about when we were in our space is that this life has a lot of times when there's a lot of routines. There's a lot of ways you can just go through the motions. And the weird thing we should really be striving for while we do those things that are sometimes feel good, having a routine, but strive to make it a lived experience, to be present. And I always remember that, making things a lived experience. Am I just going to go through the motions today, or am I going to make it a lived experience? And, if I did remember just one thing from his class, I'm glad it was that. Our good feels, as always, brought to us by our friends over at Riverside Healthcare, putting well within reach.